Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as IvyWinter. Thanks for joining me for another Disney video. I don't know what that was. Today I'm gonna talk about restaurant reservations and a question that I see a lot on Reddit and forums and all that good stuff, and that is, what restaurants do you really need to make reservations for 180 days out? So when you book your Disney vacation, 180 days out, you get to book your restaurant reservations. It's opened up to you so that you can access for your full stay and reserve restaurants. And you might be thinking to yourself, why the heck do I want to reserve a restaurant 180 days out? Like, that is crazy talk. As my good friend Rob puts it, I don't know what I want to eat for dinner 180 days before I eat it. I think that's the case for a lot of people, especially people who are not big planners. I'm a big planner, so I can totally plan those things out and be fine with them. But I get it. Maybe you're like, this is nuts, and I don't want to plan every step of the way. You definitely don't have to plan out every restaurant. It's a little harder to walk up to a table service and get seated. But in some situations with some restaurants, you definitely can. If you're big on quick service, then maybe you don't care about reservations at all. At the very least, you can just make reservations, and they're really easy to cancel if you change your mind. So what are the restaurants that you absolutely have to make a reservation for, otherwise you are screwed? And some would argue it's most of them, but I think that there are top select few that it's 100% true. Like, you need to be up at 7 a.m. and book that table, or at least get it done the first couple of days. Otherwise, you might be out of luck. So the one that's the biggest that I think goes the quickest is Cinderella's Royal Table. It is a restaurant in the castle, and it is a character meal with the princesses, and this goes so fast. I mean, literally within minutes. So if that is something that you wanted to do, you have a daughter who really wants to do it, or a son, do it as soon as possible. Wake up at 7 a.m., set your alarm, get on the website, and book that meal, because that goes so freaking fast, because it's this idea of being in the castle. It's because it's all the big princesses, so that is definitely something that, don't wait on that at all. Just do it right away. Another one you might want to book as early as possible, which is a dinner show, is the Hoop-Dee-Doo Revue. And this is over at Fort Wilderness Cabins and Campgrounds. And it is a dinner show that's 2 hours long, 2.5 hours long. And there's only so many seats for each show. I think there's 3 shows a day, and then that's it. So you need to book for the day that you want as soon as possible, because once those 3 shows are sold out, that's it. The day is sold out. It is an awesome show. I love it. It's become kind of a tradition to go see it. It's super fun. The food's great. It's endless barbecue. It's endless drinks. Who doesn't love that? But you're going to want to book it as soon as possible. Keep in mind that because it is a show, you have to actually pay ahead of time. Other Disney reservations, you can just put down a credit card to hold, but you won't pay anything. You only pay a fee if you cancel less than 24 hours out. Pay a $10 per person fee, but otherwise they will not charge you anything until you actually go. And Hoop-Dee-Doo, you actually have to pay for everybody ahead of time, because they need to basically fill those seats, know how many people are coming, and make sure you're really going to ensure your attendance. Yes, you can still cancel if you need to, so don't fear that, but you will have to pay everybody up front. Another really popular one is Ohana at the Polynesian Resort. Ohana is a family-style restaurant. You sit at a big table or a bunch of long tables, depending on where they sit you, probably with other families, especially if you're not a really big group, which is actually kind of fun. You get to talk to other people and meet people and talk about your vacations together, which is really cool. This is really popular, especially around the time of wishes, because they have the ability to pipe in the music of wishes. They lower the lights, you get to watch it out the window. So if you want it around the time of wishes, do it 180 days out. If you're a little bit more flexible and you just want to eat there and you don't care about watching the fireworks from there, then you have a little bit more flexibility. But Ohana is a pretty popular restaurant. The food is really good. Again, it's endless, like barbecue, Hawaiian, Polynesian style. And you definitely want to jump on that as soon as you can if that's something that interests you. Another really big one that goes very quickly and you do have to pay for ahead of time as well is a really special lunch that you can get at the Hollywood Brown Derby with an Imagineer. So you can actually sit at a table, I think it's 10 people max. I might be wrong, so if I'm wrong, you can correct me. But you get to have lunch with an actual Imagineer. You get to ask them all the questions you want. You get like a souvenir at the end of it. I've heard it's a really fantastic experience, but again, it sells out so fast because it's limited seats. Obviously a really, really cool thing to do. So if you want to do it, or if you're like just perking up now and going, holy crap, I can have lunch with an Imagineer, look into it and make sure that you're on top of getting that scheduled as soon as possible. Going back to restaurants and fireworks, California Grill around the time of wishes is also a hard one to get. I lucked out my last trip because I just almost every day was checking the website to see if somebody canceled their reservation for around that time. And I super lucked out that I got one at 8:55, 5 minutes before the fireworks. So we were able to get there a little early, sit down, get drinks, order food, and then go watch wishes. And by the time we came back, our appetizers were already on the table. So that was awesome. But if you want to, again, utilize that time to go see wishes, and it's awesome, you should do it. They have these two different, balcony areas that you can stand out and watch wishes from. Then definitely try to do it as soon as possible, because that time frame is going to disappear really fast, and then you're going to find that there's availability at like 5:30 and like 10 p.m. because everyone's booking up the in-between. What is also good to know though is if you book dinner at 5:30, if you come back with your receipt at the time of wishes, they will let you back up into the restaurant to watch wishes from there. So don't think you have to book dinner around the time of wishes. If you're flexible and you want to come back, they will totally honor that and you'll get to watch it with everybody else. It's just kind of nice to like actually eat your meal like when that's going to be happening. Those are just some of the restaurants that I know are really popular and that you should jump on as soon as possible. But I'm sure there are plenty others, maybe some that I've never even eaten at. So if you know of any restaurants that you would really urge someone to book 180 days out, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to share that with other people planning. And if you have any other questions about Disney World, whether it's restaurants, it's fast passes, it's parks, whatever it might be, I love to answer your questions. It's super fun for me to make these videos, and that's why I do them. So please ask me your questions, and please subscribe if you want to see more. I'm always here talking about Disney World and how to plan your trip, and I'm really hoping that I can help you make your trip the best and most magical it can be. So thanks so much for watching another video, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.